Only retake the MCAT if you have to. There's so much better use of your time and energy. It's the opportunity cost more than anything about the MCAT. So how do you know if you have to? Well, number one, look at the averages of the schools you're applying to and see how your MCAT score matches up. Also, look at the individual subscores of your sections and see if one of them is so low that it's below the, I don't know, 10th percentile, say, of the schools that you're looking at. And if it's that low, you should either change your school list or improve the score. So then the next question is to look at what likely is going to happen if you retake the MCAT after the time that you've allotted for it. And know that there is data out there about what the average score improvement is between one time taking the MCAT and another time. And that average improvement varies based on what the score itself is. So you're more likely to improve if you're starting in the 490s than if you're starting in the 510s, say. And so then you're trying to say, I'm going to beat this average. And then the question is how? So how are you going to go about changing the way that you approach the MCAT in order to get a better score? Is that realistic in the time frame that you've given yourself? If it's not realistic or that's too big a risk, or if the MCAT wasn't your problem to begin with, don't retake it. Only retake it if you have to. There's one other sub version of the have to thing, which is if your MCAT score is so low that you are a risk for not passing the USMLE, that's basically the reason it matters to med school. It matters for the bragging rights because they like to have really high average MCAT scores. It also matters, though, because if it's below a certain point, you may not pass the USMLE at all or on your first try, and that can affect your residency chances. So you owe it to yourself to know that you're going to be successful on the USMLE. And the MCAT is the trial run for that. So if you can't manage a certain score, you probably should retake to prove to yourself that, hey, I can do this and I will be successful when given the chance after I've paid all this money in tuition to med school.